Welcome back to the Girl Cave. Today I'm sharing with you my scrapping spot and my vending machine. I'll show you what that is. But right here, I sit in that little chair and I have that little blue table that holds some extra things for me. And this right here, that is my vending machine, and that's where it lives. But when I'm scrapping, I roll it out here. It is a Raskog cart from Ikea, and I'm gonna give you a tour of how I set it up, and it has been working magic. I love it. Okay, so when I'm sitting here to scrap, I have this little table and I pull my Raskog cart closer to me. I call it my vending machine. I'm gonna give you a tour of how I set it up, because like I tell you, I have everything I need right there at my fingertips, and everything stays organized, so I haven't been making so much of a mess lately. Okay, for some reason my phone is not letting me zoom out, but let's start at the top. On the outside, I have a magnetic hook, and I recently took all of my light colored scraps and I punched a whole bunch of tags. So they are ready to use and they sit right there. On the other side, I have two of these bins, and the back one holds my pens and some tools that I use frequently, like this picker-upper, and I have some piercing tools. In this one, I have my scissors and my glue that I use very frequently, and one little pair of tweezers, which I really don't use. And then these two things I bought because I saw somebody using them when they were creating clusters, using them as an extra hand. Asked me if I've used them. Nope, but they're there. Okay, and then the top. Let me see if I can zoom out just a little bit so you get maybe a bird's eye view of what I have here. So in here, I have a little basket, a little tray from the Dollar Tree. And on this side, I have some tape, my photo corner rounder, an eraser, and some cheap washi to hold things down. These are just little leftover things that I don't want to lose. I have a timer because I've been timing myself. I give myself only 30 minutes to gather things, and it has been working. Some sticky notes, because you always need those. This little tray I got from Target, and it fits very snug in there, but it's perfect. This is my basket. So these are the items that I want to use up this year. And by the end of the year, if I don't use them up, they're going in the trash. I also have back here a piece of cardboard to give this thing a little bit of stability. And then in this sheet protector, I have other things that are in the basket, but they're 12 by 12. And then the leftover sheet from my month-end review kit. I'm gonna try and use that up this year. And then here, this is from the Container Store. And I love it because you can take this out and move it if you want. In this one, I have, again, another inexpensive roll of washi that I can use to hold things down. I have some already photo mats that I've already trimmed and have ready, because this is the size that I mostly use for my month-end review. These are 3x4s. In here, I have this adhesive remover. It's like an eraser. It has a lot of texture to it, and it's made out of rubber. I got this at the Dollar Tree, and it is wonderful. I have my little mat to wipe down my pictures before I put them in the layout, and a little bottle of stickles. This is my favorite color. It's just clear. Here I have a little notepad because I like to write myself notes, especially if I'm doing page kits. I'll just write on something and put it in the bag. This is just a piece of foam and a little tack. So if I'm making a quick hole on a page, if I'm piercing something, I'll use that. If it's something a little bit more involved, like a pattern, then I get my entire piercing kit out. But if it's something quick, I'll just use that. And then another little notebook, because I like to write a lot of notes. Here I have a little envelope with some journaling tags and other things that I had no idea where to put them. They're all paper and tags. So I thought, just leave them there, maybe I'll use them. My coloring pens, which honestly, I had not used these in so long, and as soon as I put them out there, I've been using them. Now I could put them in that little cup with the other pens, but I have a thing about packaging and keeping things in its original package, so that's not gonna happen. Okay, what else do I have? Pictures that are ready to go. This is where I keep my month in review pictures once I print them. I have some pictures of my husband's plane that I put them in there so that when I want to do a layout, they're there. And I have some pictures for the Air Force log for my son's Air Force scrapbook. So I'll put them in there. And then I have some other that are specific layouts that I want, and I just haven't chosen the paper yet. So they are, this is probably step 1 in the process of me making page kits. Then I have an 8.5 by 11 sheet protector, and it's full of tags. And most of these tags, especially these right here, I've made myself. And then I print them out in different colors. But I have some from Pretty Little Studio and freebies from the internet. And then I just keep them there. There's different colored ones. And then this section is the kit that I'm working with currently. I have this sheet of paper. I have a base page already made. And then this is some papers and pictures specific to what I'm working on, and some more things back here. So this is all the stuff that I want to use. And that is the top shelf. Okay, we're coming to my favorite shelf. This is my favorite shelf because it was a great idea. Great idea. Okay, so on the side, I have one of these magnetic hooks, and I got these at Harbor Freight. You get 4 for $4, so that's a great deal. And then I just put them in little O-rings. This is where I keep those 6x12 sticker sheets and chipboard sheets that I do not have with a kit. So I just bought those because I thought they were cute. I didn't buy a whole kit. That's all I wanted. And then here I have, these are from Kiwi Lane, and I use them to trace and trim my pictures to different sizes, like 2x2s, all the way to 4x4. I don't have the 4x6 because obviously that's the size that I print my pictures normally, so I wouldn't have to do that. And then here I have 2 more baskets. I have the Tim Holtz tiny stapler, which I hardly ever use. And I have a little bottle of baby powder because I don't have that powder tool. I don't have it, so I just use that. And then this is where I keep my distress ink that I use to ink the edges. And I thought about taking it out of this pouch because it would probably fit a lot easier and it would be easier for me to grab, but I know that it would get this dirty and I cannot live with that. I'm very particular about certain things. And then some gift cards for Joann's and Hobby Lobby and just shopping online. Dun, 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 dun. When I'm working, I can put my trimmer in there. It's just easy. Look, one hand. Boom. Perfect. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look what I have here. I got my Gemini Junior, and the plates, and I can use it super easy. So what I did was I placed it on top of these books so that on the back the cord is easily cleared, so I can plug it in right here and I can use it. It's just perfect. So there's plenty of space for my hand to get in there. I mean, plenty of space. Plenty. See there? Just like, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches. And then on the side here, I have my little Syro machine, which I've used maybe twice. I hardly use it, but it's good to have. And then this is one of those 4x6 albums from the Dollar Tree, and a 4x6. No, this is a 5x7 iris case. And I'll show you what I have in those in a second. Let me take them out. In this little 4x6 photo album, these are my dies. I don't have a lot of dies, and I'm perfectly fine with that because I only buy the dies that I know I'm going to use over and over and over again, not just for 1 or 2 layouts. That's not, I don't want that. This is what I want. And mostly they are alphas. So I use the magnetic vent sheets, the vent covers, and I cut them to size, and I put an example of what it is. And then behind the cardstock is the vent sheet with the dies in there. So I pull them out when I'm going to use them. And you can see they're in there. I normally need 2 hands to do it. I should have trimmed the cardstock and even the magnetic sheet just a little bit more. And I might have to do that again because I have to redo this. I got another alpha set, so I need to put it in the correct order because that's my life. So I have another one here, another one there, another one here. They're different. And then here I have hearts and these beautiful little nesting circles that I like. I use those a lot. I got a new heart, so I need to redo this page. Then I have these. I use arrows a lot because I have boys and stars, and I just love this little one right here. So some tags. Only one little thing of Disney because even though I'm in Florida, I don't really do Disney that much. I don't. But I have just the dies that I know that I'm going to use a lot. This one I have, and honestly, I only have this one because it came with my Gemini Junior, but I'm not a fan of it. Doilies. This one I love. I love. Especially when I'm creating tags, I like to add that as just to add a little bit of texture. And then these, and that's another one that adds a little bit more texture to my tags. And this is my newest alpha, so I need to redo the book so that I can put it up front because I really love that alpha. And then I have some birds, some more stars. So it's out, this back portion is out of order, so I need to redo it. And then my little gator, because I use gators a lot. And then this 5x7, I have bigger dies that just don't fit there. So this is a 5x7, and I just have a few in there. I have one big alpha. Let me see if I can show you. And I used it. Ooh, sorry, that was loud. I used it for the layout that I made with my parents playing bocce. And I have this one. See how big these letters are? They're beautiful, but they're huge. So they stay in there. And then that little tool. Okay, let me show you the bottom shelf. Okay, before I show you the bottom shelf, I wanted to show you at the top shelf. Also on the side, I keep my pop-up dots. So everything that I need is right there. So this is my bottom shelf. And this is where I keep, right here, I have some magnetic hooks. And this is just pictures that I've taken of inspiration. And my paper pads, inventory and stuff is like right there. So I have a picture of my kits, paper kits that I have, and then like I have the I am, and I had a beautiful example that I wanted to use, so I just keep those there. And my paper pad inventory is there as well. And then this right here, these are from Page Maps, just sketches, and it was a deck of cards. It came like that. and I just punched a hole on them and whoops, keep them here for inspiration. All right, let me show you the baskets. Let me sit on the floor. Okay, so this basket has, let me see if I can get it out with one hand. Yeah, I can. Okay, so I take it out like this and I sit it at the desk when I'm working. These are what I call my finishing touches. So I have everything from flare to puffies, and they are all on these rings. So these are the flares and puffies. These are all flares and puffy stickers. These are my sticker words, including the Tim Holtz books back there. Then I have my favorite bottle cap trendy sticker book. I have that there. I have a 4x6 with tiny little stickers that I got from Korea. And in this one, I have some brads that are multicolored. The ones that are sorted by color I have in my color bins, but these are like multicolor in there. And then the last bin, oops, has my enamel dots. They're in here. And then I had an extra one of those bottle cap sticker books. So I just keep it back there. Okay, and then this basket here, let me clean this mess first because I'm not about to make a mess. And then this basket has embellishments that I've specifically pulled out for the project that I'm working on currently. So I will show you this. I have in there the washi that I have for my Europe kit and just random little embellishments. Everything that I pulled out specifically for that kit, I put in this basket. So when I'm working on a page, I go through this basket first, and if I can't find anything that I want, then I go through that basket and another basket that I have here. I'll show you in a minute. But this is everything that I've pulled for that particular kit. Okay. Easy peasy. Behind the two baskets, I have two 12x12 books that I will show you what they are right now, those paper pads. So these paper pads are just tags, and I access them from the back. Even though I have a thick backer here, 12x12 backer, they still lean a little bit, and that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. But they are just tag stacks. I think I got these at Joann's. Joann's or Michael's. And one is die cut shapes. And I keep them there because if I don't find anything, I should be able to find. I mean, with everything that I have there, I should be fine. And then I wanted to show you, this is the reason why I put the Gemini Junior on top of books, so that the power cord can clear right there, so it doesn't get caught right there. And then when I'm not using it, I just fold the cord and just keep it right there, so it's not flopping in the wind. Isn't that cool? This is the best thing. This is the best thing, and it works beautifully in there. I just love it. Okay, so I'm going to show you this table here because it plays a big role when I'm scrapping. All right, so this is a little tiny table that I had in my classroom, in the bathroom in my classroom. But up here, I have this little napkin holder from the Dollar Tree. And I keep it here because when I'm working, if I have paper that I've used, that I've pulled, and then I change my mind, I put it up here and it stays neatly. So if they're 12x12, they don't get bent. And then these are the scraps that I've pulled for that Europe trip. When I'm working, I don't put my scraps in the bag because I ain't got time for that. But afterwards, I like to organize them. If they're small, I keep them in there. I can put my tape gun here while I'm working. And then right here, Da, da, da. I have my frame board. And then this basket that I got from Ikea. This is like, I'm going to say $3 for the little one. And then that big one was maybe $5. And they're good quality. So in this one here, I have all of these 4x6 containers. And these containers hold my chipboard. So I've sorted my chipboard by category. So this one is home. And I have the little houses there, the people. I have a random holiday tag. And then keys, because when I think home, keys go in there. And since I have more than one type of chipboard in here, I organized it by putting, some of them are in baggies, and then I had these tiny little boxes that, honestly, I don't know where they came from. I'm going to try and go to Harbor Freight and see if maybe they came from there. And they fit perfectly in the 4x6. So I have that. This one is just like birds and bird houses. This one is the love one. It has hearts and arrows. So I have all of my chipboard in there. I'll show you all the ones that I have in case you're like me and you like to see what people have. And see, I just pulled the whole basket out with just one hand, and I can put it on the desk where I'm working on. But for now, I'm going to show you here. Okay, so I showed you the birds. This one is weather. It has just some weather and some cameras and flowers. This one is butterflies. I have lots of butterflies in there. This one has something that came like a little package, and I want to keep it together. It's by Pink Paisley, and it's Little Adventure. And then I have some that are words. They're a little larger, so I keep them there. And this one has, this is like my manly box. It has gears, airplanes, cars. It has some spacecraft back there. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. The little ones that has stars and astronauts and paper airplanes. And this one has, I call this one the woodland forest. So I have flowers, owls, leaves, squirrels, some foxes, and probably a bear in there or two. Then I have my embellishment notebook, the die cut notebook. And I just put this little hairband there so I can pull it a little easier, just a little bit out while I can grab it. And this is where I keep all those die cuts sorted by color. And then this lovely box is where this is when I'm scrapbooking, okay? And it's time to put the embellishments. This is the first basket that I go to. And then the last one, the finishing touches, everything is on the vending machine like I showed you. But this would be the first one. So I'm going to pull it out and show you what I have there. But so I don't make a mess, let me put this one back in, because I don't want to make a mess. Okay, so let's pull this one out. And it's heavy. It's packed, but I can still use just one hand to pull it to my desk. So up here, up front, I have, and everything is on these little O-rings by category. So these are large flower die cuts, and I got those at Hobby Lobby. Then I have some more die cuts, die cut kits, several of them. Then we have, these are more like frames. These are all my frames are here. These are flowers, and they have a little bit of dimension to them. So these are like some puffy ones, some die cuts, some Dollar Tree stickers. That's a big pack. These are all stickers. Oops, so slippery. So let's do a quick flip so you can see what kind of stickers. Like, they have a little bit of dimension, just a little bit. And then these are rub-ons, more rub-ons, flat stickers. These have dimensions. So there's that. And then behind it, I have a 5x7 with some frames and tags. I have to redo that note because there's no word stickers there anymore. I put them over there. And then I have a cheap Dollar Tree sticker book. I don't know why I'm still holding on to it because I think I've only used this twice. It's not my thing, but it's there. And my latest purchase, I got these by Heidi Swap. They are Boy Power. So I like to keep them all together because they're for boys. And then to the side, I have these two sticker books. They're from Ikea, actually. And they just come with a lot of tags. And they're really good for clustering bases. I have that one. And I have this one. Every once in a while, they come out with a new one. And if I like it, I grab it. I've actually used this one quite a bit. And then my sticker books. I have by One Canoe 2. I love that one. I have this one by Pink Paisley. And I have this one that's only florals. I love it. And then this basket that I have here, this one cost me, I'm gonna say $5. It's from Ikea and it's the same, but it's a little larger. I have here all of the pictures that I have printed already. These are old pictures before the cloud. These are old pictures. These are all the pictures that I need to actually scrapbook and get caught up with life. So these are from 2001 to maybe 2010. I don't know. When did the cloud come out? I have no idea. Or I shouldn't ask when did the cloud come out. When did I start using the cloud? That would be more appropriate. I'm always a day late and $1 short. And then I have some things here that are already for baseball so that I wouldn't forget to use them when I do my baseball pages. So it fits there and I can just shove it in there. That's easy. And then at the top, I already showed you, is where I keep those things. And I love this setup because normally I am a messy scrapper. When I'm working on a layout, I make such a huge mess on my desk that it's hard to find things and it's chaotic. But here, I grab things and I can easily put them back really quickly. And this little thing from the Dollar Tree, if I just put things in there and they don't get jumbled up. So they stay flat, they don't get damaged, and it's easy to then put them back in their spot. And by storing it that way, it takes up a lot less surface area because I'm storing it vertically rather than flat on the table. To the side of the table, there is like a little, I guess it is a pocket. And this is where I keep some of my page maps and sketchbooks that I'm currently using, and then my rulers I keep in there as well. I love my new setup. I really do. I've been using it for, I'm gonna say, a little over a month now, and it is working like magic. And also right here in front of me, I have this tray, and I just keep little things in here. So things that need to be put away, leftovers. These are tags that I got from an embellishment swap. This is a little sticker that I found that I want to use for a layout of an outing that I did to the Strawberry Festival with my husband, my earbuds. So that stays there. And I don't make a mess at my desk anymore, or such a big mess. So I really hope that you love the little tour of my vending machine. And if you have one of these cards, Are you using it? Is it working for you? Is it not working for you? Why not? Maybe you can get some ideas of how I've set up my cart and rethink yours. Those magnetic hooks come in super, super handy. Before you leave, please make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and come back again next week. Bye.